Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Naven Gaming, where today we are going to be playing Metroid Prime. Well, more like finishing Metroid Prime Remastered, because, well, we only have the artifacts to collect now, and after that, it'll finally be finished. I'm still... My plan here for collecting the artifacts is that I'm gonna just try to find it by myself, and if I can't find it, uh, without having to look it up. If I can't find it without having to look it up, then I'll just, I'll just look it up. But otherwise, my goal is not to take too long with finding the artifacts by myself. Also, I will pause to look for the artifacts if it takes too long to find them. So, that being said, let's see how much we can get done, shall we? Within the span of 3 hours. Alright. Now, it shouldn't be too hard. There's 12 of these dang things, and I have collected 2 of them, and I have a vague idea where the third one is because I ran across it once. I just never picked it up. So, let's see what we can accomplish. Oh man, that still looks pretty cool. Alrighty. So used to those things dying in one shot. Now then, this scanner will be useful. This particular visor, because it'll help me scan the environments for the dang things. At least for hidden doors or whatever. I have all the upgrades. All I need is just to find the doors. So now, let's see here. I think the first place we should go is obviously Magmore Caverns, because that's the last place I remember finding one. And Phazon Mines. Ah, it's over there. So we'll head into Magmore. And then after that, we'll find that one artifact. Immediately make my grand escape. And look for the rest of the artifacts somewhere else. Wow, this is going to make seeing the enemies a little difficult. Nothing down here. Yeah, so, that being said, my next series, hopefully, is going to be either the Dead Space remake or Resident Evil. I'm likely going to save my next series to be Resident Evil 4 because it's so close, and it's so close around the corner. And I haven't replayed Resident Evil 4. Not really because out of preparation for it, but just because I just like playing that fucking thing. And that game looks sick as hell. It'd be great. Great to be finally able to get back into it. Imagine if they make a remake for the for Metroid Prime 2. That'd be great. I never finished Metroid Prime 2. Like, I finished this Metroid Prime and the last one because it was the easiest one yet, but I did not finish Metroid Prime. I should look in here. I did not finish Metroid Prime 2, and that's mainly because that game was hard as hell when I was younger, and I was stupid. I was a stupid boy when I was younger, so there was a lot of reasons why I didn't finish Metroid Prime 2. But My hope is that if they were to make a remake of the, not a remake, but a remaster of, I keep saying remake, but if they were to make a remaster of Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, I will not have any problems with that, because I definitely would like a remake of that game. I mean, remaster. Darn it. I need to stop calling it a remake. Ideally, all the Metroid games, all the Prime games deserve a remaster. I'm also kind of annoyed that fucking Super Metroid is not a game you can get on the Switch. At least probably not without a Nintendo Online service. Which is lovely. But yeah, it's just a crying shame because Super Metroid would be pretty cool. Oh, I just thought of something. What if Nintendo were to make a remaster of Super Metroid? That would be awesome. Oh, hello. I never noticed this. Can you imagine a remaster of Super Metroid? That'd be sick. I mean, Mercury Steam made Metroid Dread, and that shit was great. So imagine making a remake of Super Metroid. That'd be amazing. Alright, anyways, without further delay, let us get to Magmore. That suit is still pretty cool. I never knew this about the original game, but apparently you could get the fusion suit in this game. I'm not sure how you unlock it, but I heard you can get the fusion suit. Alright, first things first. Where do I go first? Do I go this way first? Down this way? I'm gonna go down this way first. It's just better to check all our avenues here. It's fine. Might be better to switch to this one. Alright, nothing there. Alright. Well, actually, it might be better just to get the regular... The good old-fashioned blasting... Is it the plasma beam? No, the plasma beam is the heat gun. Not seeing a whole lot of difference around here. No. Oi! I thought I landed on it. I'm not looking forward to the collectathon in Echoes, though. I heard there's only 9, but it comes at the latter half of the game. Because, see, if I wanted to play the game optimally, then I'd try to collect the stuff before, like, as I go, but apparently you can't, which is annoying. Ay, ay, ay. Open up. Oh boy, everyone's favorite enemies. That just kills them in one hit. That's ridiculous. Oh, I love it. Alright, so... there's an upgrade room over there, but I've already been in there. Let's try going this way. Alright, okay, not this way. I hope they didn't change too much of the original Resident Evil 4 for the remake. Because while I can understand wanting to remake the game and also take it and also get it, you know, take it to put a new spin on it, it's there's a reason why you don't mess with classics. And one of those reasons being that maybe not here. And one of those reasons are, well, being that you don't mess with the stuff that people remember fondly. And I feel like that tone might be something that people will care about greatly. Because the camp is good in that game. This is an elevator. Yeah. Save station just beyond that. Again? Okay. Further up, it's just another elevator, right? Yeah. Let's see, up there was the heat gun upgrade, wasn't it? Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. I was hoping I could make that, but oh well. Let's see. I don't see any upgrades here. I wonder if it was over... Oh, you know where I think it was? It was probably over by where the, that weird fueling station was. That observatory or fueling station thing. It's probably where it is. Alright. Up, 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 up. The point is to look for doors. Any door that'll lead or anything that'll lead us to a secret, like a puzzle. A hidden in plain sight puzzle or something will lead us to a door. And sadly, the X-ray does not help with seeing further than apparently is necessary. I can't even imagine a remake or a remaster of Super Metroid. Mercury Steam could do it, and they can. It's just up to them. Like, maybe I already collected it then. Oh, that's not it. There it is. Whee! Oh, what's this? Power bomb expansion? Oh, come on. Power bomb expansion? Come on. I mean, power bomb's great and all, but I don't need expansion of that. What I really need is another Chozo artifact. Maybe I already did collect it already. No, I don't think I did. Maybe I'm just incorrect in assuming that there would be one here in Magmor Caverns. Maybe I just thought I saw one. Anything with a Bendesium lock, too, is especially sus. The only places I couldn't get to were, well, Bendesium locked areas. So I think I'm wrong in my assessment that there's one here in the caverns so far. And there's something on my monitor. Wait a second. Great, gone. This leads further down. That leads over to somewhere else. Where am I? Nothing like getting turned around. Might have already been over there, but looks like an upgrade room anyways. Storage cavern. Yeah, I feel like I might have already been over there then. Well, might as well check. Got nothing better to do. Aye. Up. In there. Get in there. You fucker. There we go. Ah. Are you serious? Alright. Storage area, huh? Yeah, this is where a missile expansion was, right? Feels like it. Alright. I had forgotten that the artifacts were going to be important. Well, I mean, kind of. I didn't really forget, but I would think that they weren't going to be too hard to find. I was thinking that they'd just be something that I'd find as I go, but apparently not. And granted, I wasn't even really looking for them, but that's the optimal way of looking for something, is you find it when you're not looking for it. And so when you are looking for it, you're just setting yourself up for failure. Now then. This is heading back. I could head forward more, because I haven't searched this whole place yet. Nothing here that needs scanning. Alright. Nothing here that needs blowing up. I feel like that does. Oh. This was the way forward anyways. Alright. I have to go back to see. No. Of course I'm not missing anything. Finding 12 artifacts won't be easy. I knew that going in, but I was hoping that there'd at least be one down here, for God's sake. These are those Chozo ruins. This will lead me back up to the Chozo ruins. I'm sure this will yield better results. There has to be at least some in the Chozo ruins. I should probably mute my phone. I didn't even think about that. Huh? I didn't ask for that. There we go. Silent mode on. Well, my work phone's more likely to... It's more likely to do it, so... Don't even vibrate. There. Oh. I think my dumb child brain remembers that there was definitely one over at the Flagra boss arena area, but I could just be misremembering that. I would think it probably would have shown up when I killed it, but... Cordite wall. Hello. Finding secrets. Another runic wall. Runic thing. Oh, there's something up there. Alright, what do you have for me? Oh, a way up? Fuck you. Alright. Whatever. I won't complain. Shit. Oh. That's, highly unfortunate. You can't kill those things either. Come on. Alright. Up, 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 up. Let's go, let's go. Go, go, go. Alright, I don't need to touch the wall with these. I just need to be able to push myself up. This part's the tricky part. Alright, we made it. We made it, boys. We made it. Not completely stupid. Alright. Well. Alrighty then. Oh yeah, I wonder if I should take out the scanner here too. You never know, hallways like this, something conspicuous could be here. Well, inconspicuous I suppose, but you know, you just never know. Best to take out your scan visor for everything. well, that isn't really for scanning purposes as it is for just making sure that everything around here is in some kind of secret or another. The good old X-ray vision. See through walls and stuff. Pretty nice. Pretty schwanky. Not seeing anything of notable worth. Something blue. Okay, that's what it was. We're done here. Well. All right. That's one Chozo artifact. Done. Alright, so now we have 3 of them. You could apparently take the way back down. Apparently that was still locked. Never noticed. Off of me. Oh, come on, back here. Well, of course I'd be back here, but... Alrighty. The X-ray vision is picking up nothing. There's 12 of these stupid artifacts, so they should be in some interesting areas. It might, you know, and it might just be simpler to look up the gun. It really might just be simpler just to do that. Alright, fine. I guess I'll do it that way. Let's look up Chozo artifacts. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. So, I realized I made another grave mistake. One that I'm sure people will be laughing about for a while on this channel. Is that apparently the Chozo artifact at the center of the pillars, in the middle of all the pillars, the only way I can get the hints from the pillars themselves is if I walked into the artifact that was in the center of that middle column. It's funny because I thought that was just a display thing. I didn't think it was an actual artifact. And then it would ignite, and then it would light all of the other pillars that would give me hints to the locations of the other artifact, which is great. Because now I feel super smart now. I feel real great about that. Screw you. Anyways. So yeah. If I could do this without looking too much like a dumbass already. Let's continue on. Ay, ay, ay. Suppose I should have figured. Felt like I walked into the center of that, though, didn't I? I feel like I must have. I feel like I must have at one point. I feel like I did. Or did I just imagine it? I don't know. I don't know anymore. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, so apparently there was one here the entire time. Maybe I just didn't come back here, but apparently there's one in here. Yep. Alright, we are done. Artifact of Life Giver, the 5th of the 12. That's another. Great. Now then. Alright. This next part's gonna be swell, because apparently I've walked past it before, which is great. Boy, oh boy. Anyways. I would like to play a remaster of Metroid Prime Echoes 2. That'll be fun. But yeah, I think I mentioned this once before, but I do eventually, my dream goal here would be able to play a few games on this channel. It'll be to play The Witcher 3, but I need to have the time to do that, so I would need to have some level of success with this channel for me to do that, for me to stream The Witcher 3. Not really stream it, but record it. And then the other one, of course, would be I would need to have alright. Anyways, and other than that, I would need to have some. This is distracting me now. I need to have some kind of. I'm going back in the wrong direction. I would need to have. If I can get my words out, I would need to look up how I'm going to be able to do the other one, because I don't know if I could play that game without without getting copyright claimed or something by maybe Nintendo. Because my other goal would be to play AM2R on the channel, but AM2R would just, it might still be a bit of a no-no for Nintendo, so I don't think I can do that. Though I would certainly love to. So maybe I won't be able to do that. Love to, though. Yeah. Gotta head back to Magmore. Good old Magmore. Taking the boss route to it because it'll take that be a little faster. Wish everything would get out of my way. Like, seriously. Alright. Oh. Fell in the water. Yeah. But you know, I did enjoy this playthrough of Metroid Prime. I really did. I enjoyed it immensely. If they make Echoes, I will suffer through that too because I love this game series a lot. It was a fundamental part of my childhood growing up. I just wish I could remember most of it, and I don't, and I didn't even like Echoes that much because I was just a dumb kid. I suppose arguably, you could argue that I'm still kind of dumb, but at least given my how efficient I am at collecting things, but. I also feel like it's kind of bullshit because there are some of these artifacts that feel like you would never be able to find unless you took a guess at it, which is kind of dumb. Oh, the missile actually worked on that? Alright. I think that's it right there. The pillar. That's not what I wanted. Oh my god. It is there. I thought I'd turn on the X-ray thing for for this room as well, but I guess I didn't. Ay, ay, ay. Son of a... I knew it. 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 I knew for a fact that there was no way that room could not have some kind of secret. I knew there was something off about that room. Apparently the next artifact is in the overworld, but it's in a pool of some kind. You know that one area where we got the X-ray visor? Apparently it's there. And I looked around and I thought, wow, there's nothing here, despite it being a very obviously large and conspicuous room. And it is. It's a very open room, and you would assume it was just for the fight with the shadow things, but it wasn't. It's also harboring another secret, which is a stupid artifact. Great. Apparently there was an artifact there. And you saw me inspect it too. I know you guys have probably. I know you guys if you watch back on that video when I collected it, and I even went back there twice, mind you. That when I saw the thing, I thought to myself, you know, something about this seems suspicious. This room seems suspicious, and it was suspicious. But I saw the middle thing, and I'm like, that also looks particularly suspicious. And I didn't know what the hell it was for. I just assumed after a point that, well, maybe it's part of the decor of the area. Maybe it's nothing. I even tried scanning it, I think. I'm trying to remember if I tried scanning it, and I feel like I must have, because it had a symbol and everything. I'm like, well, there's something off about this. So I was thinking to myself, it must be something, but clearly, my dumbass didn't think to use a stupid morph ball bomb on it, which is nice. So yeah, anyways, now we gotta go. I'm going to Phendrana from here. Now we have to go. Now we have to go to the overworld, make it to that X-ray area, the area where I collected the X-ray vision, and then just relish the fact that I had completely missed this, despite the fact it was something that was in plain sight, and I was looking right at the mechanism to get it, but I just didn't really think about using all of the tools at my disposal to mess with it, because I thought I'm just wasting time. Alrighty, and this goes to the overworld, right? Yep. This should take me directly to it too, if I remember. Apparently I also looked it up. I was looking at videos talking about the creation of not this remaster, but of the original game. And apparently, people had some grievances with a couple of the artifacts. It didn't take me directly to it. Must have thought about a different elevator. But anyways, apparently people had a grievance with a couple of artifacts. Yeah. I'm aware, game. Those grievances being that apparently there was one in the Space Pirate base in Phendrana Drifts that the only way you could possibly know it's there is by shooting a glass window with the heat gun and then blowing something up that causes the tower to explode and break into tiny pieces, which paves the way for you to get the artifact. Some people thought that was dumb. And then there was another one that I'm trying to think about because I heard the other one, and I heard about the other one, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm not too sure. Oh yeah, it was a door. It was in the same locations, at least the same environment, the same tundra, the same area, the Phendrana Drifts, but it was behind some type of like a door, but the door was well hidden. I hate it when the sound breaks, but the door was well hidden. You know what, I'm already here, might as well get the artifact. I'm also kind of curious to see what the hints would say. Ay. But yeah, point being is that it was behind a door, but the only way to find the door is that if you use your x-ray vision in this one location and you looked at a very unassuming wall and you noticed, hey, there's a door silhouette here, but if you look at it normally, it's just a dumb wall. And apparently that was the hint. That was the hint for people to realize, oh, so this is how you get it. Artifact of truth has been returned. Okay, so here's this one. Translating Chozo Ruins Totem. In one of Talon's far corners, a grove of life lies. Reveal the pillars beneath the waves to find the artifact of Chozo. Invaders mine the depths of in their greed to forge a path through a tunnel of the great poison to claim the artifact. Interesting. Alright, so the hints are actually useful. Tall cave stands at Phendrana's edge. Seek the unseen entrance at its top to find the artifact of spirit. I feel like that might be alluding to the very artifact that I was discussing. But yeah, it's funny. Very funny. And my problem, of course, wasn't that I wasn't actually grabbing the artifacts physically as I was just scanning them. Because this game loves scanning everything, and even to interact with things. So I just assumed that, oh, I'm supposed to scan these artifacts. No, I got to literally physically touch them, despite the fact that they're very much holographic and incorporeal. So. Which, that isn't confusing at all. Anyways. So, let's see. It's over there. Oh, I have to go through here to get it. Too bad my childhood is not as my childhood memories aren't as memorable, I guess, as I would like it to be, because that would make finding everything that much easier. I even went back and completed this game at 1.2, I think back in middle school. I just feel so dumb. Start to finish, I feel dumb. Alright. At least in the future, we'll be playing a game that's more my bread and butter, which is survival horror. I love survival horror games. And while Resident Evil is in what I would consider to be my favorite video game series, it's one of the best in giving you survival horror at its finest. So, yeah. All of that will be fun. The best part is that I don't think I will need to buy... I don't need to buy a PlayStation 5 to get it right, because I see it in the PlayStation Store, but I don't know if it's telling me that it's PlayStation 4 or 5 only. I should check that when I'm not recording, but it's, I definitely would like to see... I would like to play that game, I guess, at the highest quality I can get. PS5 is a good quality, I would imagine, to get it on, but I don't mind playing it on PlayStation 4. I mean, it's it's cheaper than if I were to buy PS5, but I am going to buy a PS5 eventually just so I can play the Dead Space remake. That's the only reason why I'm getting a PS5, is to play the Dead Space remake. I'm getting it for literally no other reason. I don't really need a PlayStation 5. Anywho, so, other than that, currently in today's world, apparently, a lot of people are having a hard time playing Hogwarts Legacy, everyone's favorite game, which I can't begin to understand why. The game, like, I get it. It's because nobody likes the writer, but it's like, come on. It's a game. It's a video game. It doesn't matter what the political opinions of one author is. All right, it's just one author, and how many people give a crap about what an author thinks about politics? She's not a politician. So why anyone would take anything she says with a grain of salt is beyond me, but even ignoring that fact, she may have created one of the most monumental childhood fictions outside of, like, you know, up there with, like, some, you know, with the good old classic fictional stories and myths, like, Star Wars, Star Trek, and other such nerd cultures, but it's like, come on. It's nothing to get upset about. It really isn't. It really is nothing to get upset about. It's honestly surprising just how much people are willing to chase clout on Twitter. It really is. It's really surprising just how quick and easy it is for people to want to get bent out of shape for stupid shit. It's hilarious. It really doesn't matter what her political leanings are to begin with, because it really doesn't matter. She's just one person, and she's a writer. No one listens to writers about their political ideologies or whatever their, you know, sensibilities are. No one cares. You know, if I wanted to know what someone's political affiliations or ideals are, it would be a politician's, because that's more likely to affect me personally and also my own point of view. See, there's nothing to scan here. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, come on. I just think the controversy's dumb. I really do. If I could, I would ban every... no, not even ban. I would make a note of every deranged, like, sick individual on Twitter. Not even a list, but I just would like to... I suppose they make lists, so why not, I guess, but... I would like to just make a note of all of the deranged sycophants who exist and dwell within Twitter itself, and I would just want to stay as clear from those people as humanly possible, as far and away as humanly possible, as much as I could, because they clearly do not have anyone's best interests at heart, and they don't care about anyone else other than themselves. They really don't. They really don't. And they're not being smart about that either. They're not being smart about anything that they do. They're just like, I have a problem with what this person does. I'm gonna make sure this person suffers by making sure everybody else associated with this person also suffers. It's like, gee, you petty enough yet? Are you okay? You sure about that? You absolutely sure about that? How anyone could be so petty is beyond me. But yeah, you'd be surprised just how pathetic people can get. I mean, everyone has moments. I have my moments, but Christ almighty, I hope I don't become that stupid. I hope I don't become that deranged that I have to actively either threaten or make some kind of, like, stupid hit list that I must regurgitate to my garbage followers for brownie points and backpats, because that would just be fucking stupid. It'd be really stupid. And if you were a sensible person, by the way, the only reason why I'm even talking about it is because it's making such news around the entire gaming space right now because of how ridiculous it is. Even VTubers like Silvervale are crying because they're getting bullied by these Twitter pugnates. And I'm thinking to myself, just block them. Just block them. Just literally block them. And apparently in her video talking about the scenario, she did, but it's so funny. It's just so funny that people are getting bent out of shape over this one game. Just because of its associations with one writer that everyone else has to suffer for it. It's just so funny. I also don't think that some of the streamers' ways of handling the thing is also pretty optimal either. Like, I know some streamers, I think even, if I remember, I haven't checked, but I don't even think Silver's continuing her stream of Hogwarts Legacies. And I can understand why, but it's like, you realize what you're doing when you do that, right? You realize what you're actually saying is that, hey, I'm someone who is completely fine with being bullied to oblivion. I will bend over backwards the next time something like this happens again. That's what you're telling these people. That's what you're telling anyone who may want to have a grievance with you in the future, is that I will absolutely bend over backwards for you simply because I don't want you to fucking spam me with your garbage opinions and your stupidity on the internet. On Twitter, no less. And it's like, just get the fuck off of Twitter. And I know for some content creators, that's like the most difficult thing you can do, but it's like, come on. Where is your actual viewers? They're not on Twitter, I can guarantee you that. Yeah, you can get into contact and make it easier to get your news and your own stuff out more effectively and easily on Twitter, because it has the most reach, because it's geared for that sort of thing. YouTube has the ability to do something similar, but it's not likely you're going to see it. But yeah, it's just, point being, all you have to do, and look, I think this is actually the smartest thing you could do, so here's my 2 cents on how you should use Twitter. Twitter should be business as usual. It should be business only. If you're gonna use Twitter, then use it only to post your next projects, your new ideas, your next step in content creation, your next phases, whatever you're gonna do. You use Twitter for that and that alone, and then you drop that shit, and then you just fuck right the hell off. Don't even stay for a second. Don't even hang around just to see what the comments are gonna be. Just to be there, gone. I mean, if you really want to know what other people are going to be... That's interesting. If you really want to know what other people are going to be thinking about your content and the direction of your content is going to be like, and you really want to know how excited people are about it, then fine, sure, whatever. By all means, go ahead. And just hang around, maybe spend 15 minutes of seeing all of the likes and retweets and all the comments, and see how people are gauging your content. But any longer, it's liable to making your head spin. That's how I see it. That's it, because I don't use Twitter. I don't use it, not at all, and I don't plan on using it in the future. Not even for a single second. Not even for one iota of a never mind. The point, my point being, is that I just will never use it. Not at all. Not even if someone bribes me to do it. Not even if someone pays me to have one. Not even if someone literally begs me to get one, or I am forced to do it at gunpoint. I will not get it, because I will never ever engage with that garbage. Because the people on it are garbage. Not everyone, but most people on that platform is garbage. At least all the problem children on there. And Elon may have hilariously bought the damn platform, but he has yet to get rid of the problem children. So until he does that, I'm not gonna even consider that to be a actual upgrade to Twitter, which is Elon's existence and his ability to lord over Twitter as a good thing. I just won't be able to, because it doesn't change. He has yet to change really anything substantial just yet. And in the meantime, give me a second while I go and look up where this next artifact is. Alright, simple enough, so it's literally just down further. But yeah, I just think it's really stupid. I think the controversy is just overblown. It's ridiculous. It's bordering on ridiculousness, and I think that most people don't actually care either. Even if you're someone who legitimately cares about the people who are affected by the horrible, horrible words of J.K. Rowling, I don't think you're going to care all that much about what one writer has to say, even if what she says does offend you, because making a bigger deal out of it just makes you look like a bigger clown. It really does. It makes you look even dumber. And that's the thing that nobody understands. This thing that nobody gets is that when you make a big deal about something, it has to be a really good reason. Otherwise, everyone's gonna think you're a damn fool. They're gonna think you're a freaking moron. And now you have problems. Or, you know, exactly what you always were, which is a spoiled child. Because the only people who throw temper tantrums are children, so I guess what does that make you? All you Twitter pugnads out there who waste their times and their existences trying to badmouth people because of terrible, terrible no-no words? It's just dumb. And I'm tired of this, and I'm just kind of tired of this shit. I mean, like, we've been, like, what, a decade into the 2000s, and everyone has apparently beef with everyone for stupid reasons because of terrible things they say on the internet, or just dumb words or opinions. Like, do you have anything better? Anything better to say? Nothing else to contribute? And that's another thing that I also hate about these people, is that if you really care about these problems so badly, why the hell aren't you actually doing anything meaningful to support those people? Why are you so concentrated on trying to make gamers and other people feel bad for partaking into a product of entertainment value, when you could literally be bitching and whining at your politicians, your legislators, and be telling them that, hey, these are people too. These people have rights. You know, this is a problem. You should be focusing on this. And they're just like, nope. We're just gonna go ahead and whine to literally our entertainment idols. We're going to be whining to the least involved people on the planet. That's apparently the smart decision. And all it really does is just, it creates inferior content. That's all it really does, is it creates inferior content. I mean, because if Hollywood isn't trying to make androgynous-looking males, they're trying to make androgynous-looking women. And is that really what you want to see? Is androgyny everywhere? Androgyny as far as the eye could see. I mean, even Japan can't escape from that, and they do that intentionally, because the protagonists need to be fucking, like, pretty boy as hell, or they need to be, like, just plain enough to where they could pass for the average Joe. That's the reason why the Japanese do it, but it's like, you really don't need to do this in the West. Because it looks so dumb in real life. Like, live action, androgynous looking men and women, it's not what people go to see. People want to see either masculine men doing masculine men things, or women doing women things. No one wants to see a middle ground of the two, unless they're, of course, maybe gay, I guess. But that's just being stereotypical now. Not all gay people are into female things, and certainly not all gay people are going to talk like in the stereotypical gay way that some people would imagine them to. Because again, it's a stereotype. But yes, even that's a problem, and that's fine because it kind of is a problem. You need to go one floor up to get to that elevator. all in all, it's the entire situations involving the controversies on the internet in general are hilariously dumb. There's no sense or brains behind it. It's just, I have a problem. And it has something to do with some stupid thing you said. Because it makes me feel very, very uncomfortable. It makes me feel very, very bad for myself or for someone else. On behalf of someone else. And it's like, do you not have a spine? Do you not have a spine? Are you spineless? It's one of the reasons why they are policing jokes on the internet, because jokes apparently are terrible. That's why they're trying to cancel just about every other comedian who has the balls to actually say something funny. Because jokes are supposed to be kinda offensive. Whether or not you take it offensively is your fucking fault. Boom, 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 boom. Nearly walked into that. Kinda did. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Oh boy. Well, at least the Metroids have yet to mutate in their more superior forms, because that would be a problem. But yeah, that's apparently news. Good, that news going on in Clown World today. And every day we're edging closer to even further Clown World behavior and dumb fuckery, and it's great. Okay, so it doesn't freeze. Made it back to here. Now, where is it? It might be further down. I can't see shit. They're the kind that if I just freeze, it'll be fine. Well, that one isn't. Oh, yeah, they're invisible. That's right. I don't want to use that for all of the times I get caught, but... So, according to the thing, there's supposed to be a tunnel somewhere that I'm supposed to morph ball through. Ouch. Save station. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, it's a refueling station. Missiles? No, I guess power bombs are now one of them. Now, one of the things that replenishes, alright. Oh, there it is. Oh, it was through this tunnel. You had to go the actual way in here. Alright. Other Chozo artifact. Yay. Supposed to be the last of the 12, but now I have 4 more. Yippee. I think making the artifact collecting part of the process is probably the best decision that I've made in regards to this. Oh, okay. One second. Sorry about that. Apparently my computer was flagging me for memory. I was running out of memory in my storage, which isn't great. I'm using an older laptop too. It's not the ideal type of recording system, but I gotta make do with what you get. Ay, ay, ay. Ouch. Oh, right. Alrighty. Now everything else should be at Fendrana Drifts, right? Yeah, I don't care. Seriously? I think maybe I should have went back the other way, but it's fine. We're fine. Egg. All we have to do is just take the green elevator. But yeah, other than that, it's, other than all of that stuff, I'm trying to think about some other things going on in life right now. Not necessarily involving me, but so much as like what's the next best thing that's going to be coming out in video games, because I'm trying to think about what the next thing in video games is going to be, but I don't know if I'm like, what am I going to be streaming, when am I not going to be streaming, when everything's all said and done. Not streaming, I keep saying stream. I'm so used to watching streamers, but it's just, yeah, I'm thinking about some stuff. I think Jedi Survive might be a good one to record. Jedi Survive looks like a pretty interesting game. I can't even think of any other game that I could be excited about. Why am I not locking onto anything? Wait a minute. Is there anything else around here that I'm missing? What's this? Ah. So that was the problem. There. Activating ventilation. Well, wasn't that convenient? New energy tank. Yay. I'm gonna be pretty loaded when I go and face the final boss. I'm trying to remember if that final boss was actually a Metroid or not. I don't think it was it? I mean, it's been sealed down there for like the longest time, whatever that thing is. And it's just been sucking up the phase on. Alright, doors down this way. Ah, if they make another 2D Metroid, I'll play that though on on the channel, because why not? Another 2D Metroid sounds fun. Be good practice for when I eventually do AM2R, if at all, eventually. Hopefully I'll have better equipment by then. That would be the hope. Hell, I hope I'll be on my own by then. Let's see, where does that elevator lead? Talon Overworld South. I need to get to Dendrona Drifts, but maybe that'll take me there. Take me somewhere. Boy, would that be lovely. Oh, it just leads me back out to here. This is the exit anyways. Alright. Ay, ay, ay. Gonna head to Fendrana Drifts. And then make my way to the depths of the Phazon thing. And I'm back. Sorry about that. There we go. I had to go do something. On another note, though, I saw some gameplay about Hi-Fi Rush. That looks like a great game. That game was like literally just stealth dropped, no different from this game, and it's doing better than even some AAA titles right now. That's got to be kind of insulting, but it's like, come on, when a game is that good, you have to spread the word. It's the best marketing. Is when word of mouth is far more effective, and it is more effective. It's always been more effective, but the word of mouth for Hi-Fi Rush has been so great for that game that I struggle to imagine that any game would have a hard time finding success if that many people were hyped behind the game. And it really does look pretty good too. It gives me Devil May Cry slash what was it? Def Jam vibes. It's giving me Devil May Cry with like a Def Jam type of spin. I don't know. I remember there was a music game. I don't even remember what it's called now, but there was like a music game that had... That's Chosen Runes. Where is the... There was a music game, or there was a game where you fought like into the beat of music that isn't just that game, and I'm trying to remember what it was, or even what it's called. But it's like, I would love to play that game. I would love to play that game on stream, not stream, but on the channel at some point. Maybe I will play it on the channel at some point actually. Nah. Maybe I'll just play it in my own time. I mean, that game looks fun enough to play on my own time, and I need to keep some of the good ones to myself. Because otherwise, you know, I'm going to be fucking tearing my hair out, being unable to play a game when I want to, simply because, oh, but I gotta record it. Maybe if the channel gets bigger, I'll do it. I'll be able to do that. I'll be able to play games whenever I want to and record them whenever I want to at the same time as well. Because then my life would just be revolving around playing games. And I love playing games. I also have a lot of opinions about games. I just never can find... I always just happen to be thinking about my ideas and my opinions about games when I'm not recording. It's the same problem that I have when I talk to people about them too. It's like I have all of these awesome, not really awesome opinions, and now I'm just kind of sound like I'm talking like a Twitter pundit, but I have all of these great discussions surrounding this one intrinsic hobby of mine, and I rarely ever get to flex it. I rarely ever get to flex that muscle because it's not something that I do often. And even if I do get the chance to do so, my brain is not conditioned to think towards that end anymore. So clearly there's a way to get up there, but... Oh, I think there might be a way to... No, maybe not. Actually, well, you know what? I don't need it. Oh, shit. I don't need it. I'm pretty good on missiles anyways. I just need to keep moving. That's what I need to do, really. Well, you know, broaching the topic of Devil May Cry, maybe I'll play that on the channel at some point too. I do like those games a lot. I wouldn't say I'm the best at them either, but I do enjoy playing them. I'm not a master of all the moves. I don't even use like that much of them. Like what I mean by that is that I don't use every single move set that a character has, but I do use them competently enough to where I'm not basically just kind of brute forcing my way as a particular character, unless it's V, because V's move set is just it's like trying to control 4 different characters at once. It's not the funnest. And Dante's just complicated as all hell. But man, when you get into a good Dante combo, it's like it's the funnest thing in the world. You feel like you're on cloud 9. Sucks too, because we probably won't get any more Devil May Cry games now, with 5 being done and over with. But if they were to go back to Devil May Cry, they could literally just say, they could literally just decide to just forget the Sparta twins entirely. And they could just forego the Sons of Sparta and focus on Nero and maybe like 2 new characters. Like maybe they could have Nero. Like one way I can see them introducing new characters to the roster in a way that doesn't feel forced or annoying, especially if it's done right, is that they could create 2 new characters who could probably not necessarily fill the shoes of the Sons of Sparta, but they could be like Nero's kids, because we never saw Kyrie during the events of DMC5, and arguably speaking, we could try to maybe like make sense of it in the way that, well, maybe she was just indisposed during the time, which is why you didn't really get to see her. Alright, we'll go this way. In fact, I could have just took it the boss way to get to the elevator, as a matter of fact. I could have just taken that elevator. I wasn't thinking that hard about where I was going. Which I don't want to take too long looking for these things, darn it. Anyways. But yeah, they could create new characters in the form of Nero's children. Whether they're twins, they're siblings, or just one new character. You know, like, it'd be nice. It could focus less on the Sons of Sparta and maybe on a new central cast of characters. If they really are done with doing Dante's story. And I think it would also be a great excuse to also add a new set of female characters into the roster, because while I like Devil May Cry and its focus on the Sons of Sparta and all of the members relating to that, boy, would it be nice to have like a character that isn't a list of characters that isn't specifically male too. Like maybe have some more Devil Hunter characters that you could play as, that, or a central cast of Devil Hunter characters that you could play as that aren't necessarily, dudes. Not that I hate Virgil, Dante, or Nero, but it is becoming kind of a sausage fest, and Lady and Trish were not playable in DMC5, which is disappointing. It's very disappointing, but I'm not going to complain too much on that, because I can understand why they didn't add them to the game, especially if deadlines and shit are concerned. And since at the time it was still popular to do releases, make your release plans as known as either as early as possible or as well within the range of being close to finished as, I guess, as well enough into development to warrant it. And honestly, I think more games should actually not really stealth drop, but they should definitely like announce it like well after its developmental stages are mostly finished. I know some people might think of that as like a kind of a gamble, but it's like, well, once people know about it, they won't have to wait too long to get their hands on it. And some games live and die by the amounts of hype surrounding it. So, yeah, I think it's, quite optimal. In fact, it would be nice if maybe they were instead 50% of the way through development before they made their initial announcements, so that way they have more time to tweak a few things if, in case some things are just not to people's liking, and they can still release it within like the deadline or the frame or within the frame of like maybe half a year, like most games typically do when they're announced, or even two. Then again, what do I mean by half a year? They still take like a full year or more after they're announced. And some games just need more time in the oven. And honestly, I'd rather have a game that's eventually good than a game that's, that's shit. Just shit right out of the gates. Nintendo understands this. That's why they don't release terrible products until they know it's good. I think that's a lesson that even CD Projekt could have taken some wisdom from when they were when they announced Cyberpunk 2077. I think the corporation let their own good appearance and well, fan perception go to their head a bit. They clearly did not think that far ahead when they not only announced the game, but also went through the process of like, well, we have the game pretty much done, but it still needs to be tweaked for bug fixes and other things, and we need to consider about all these other factors, which they did not bother to even do. I mean, if they did that, then most people would not have a problem with CDPR's game. In fact, if they did exercise that bit of wisdom, they probably would be, people would be talking about how great their game is, instead of how buggy and broken it was on release. I mean, obviously, but what is up there, I wonder? Oh, there we go. Of course, it's an energy tank. You have found 75% of all items. New extras. Great. I found almost all the energy tanks. I wasn't even really trying to look for them. If only the artifacts were as easy to find as the energy tanks. Anyways. Yeah. Ooh-wee. One game I'm currently playing through right now is Persona 3. I love the Persona games, but man oh man is Persona 3 a little difficult, because the story grinds to a halt when you focus more on the dungeon aspects of the game than you do the more fun, more rewarding aspects of the game, which is the social aspects of it. And plus, while arguably I don't need to grind so hard on the dungeon elements of the game, I can't help myself from grinding on the dungeon elements because, well, because, I mean, the dungeon elements are, I wouldn't say they're fun. I mean, it's about as fun as any Persona game can typically be. It's just that you know, the Persona 3 game that I'm playing through is the portable version, and they have all these other reasons that you need to run back to Tartarus, and as you get further in the game, so does the amount of floors you have to go through before you get to the, before you get to the, the proverbial wall within each, after each, full moon boss, which is not, it's not fun. It really isn't. It's not fun, especially if getting through the floors takes longer than is necessary. Either because of, dumb reasons like, oh, well, there's just, the enemies are too strong, or you encounter them too frequently, because, God, the shadows are frequent on those floors, and the point being is that Tartarus just isn't paced well enough. I feel like it could be paced better. Tartarus could easily be paced better. Much better than it actually is paced. Alright, so that door isn't here, but I know it's in the area. Where should I go first? I think obviously I'll head down. Well, do I want to head down through the door behind me? Wait, where is the door behind me? I'm aware, game. I'm very aware. Let me find them first. Didn't they say that the hidden door, was on a cliff edge or something like that? Kind of think of it that way, actually. I remember it had a missile or some type of secret too. There should be a Sheegoth here now too. The last time I checked and remembered. Yep. Oh. Spider crawl? Did I go through here? Oh. Wonderful. Stop that. You annoying ass. Boy, I'm just finding all the missile expansions here now, huh? Well, I guess it isn't here. Continuing on. I'm kind of wasting my time here. Let's see, already 2 hours? Alright. I think I'll put this thing on pause. Okay, so this should be the next secret, right? Around here somewhere? Oh, hello. Is this it? Get out of my way. Ah. Okay. Well, well, well. There it is. Alright. 3 more to go. As far as I know, they're all here, too. So, yep, let's find the rest of them, shall we? Okay, almost there. Is it up here? I think this is it right here, right? Is this the spot? Oh, it's over there. There it is. Alrighty, that means there's 2 left. Oh, there's a lore in here too. All personnel must inspect their life support systems before reporting to the mines. Final transmission from the Orphean point to a massive security breach. Orphean crash site is an orange level security zone. Drill rig operators are to report any symptoms of phase-on madness immediately. Nothing too different from what we already can gather. Alright. Next up. Ah, yay. I knew it. I knew it. I knew that statue was going to become important at some point. Although I forgot it existed for a bit. Okay, so it should be in this room. Granted, I didn't get the full scope of how you get it, but I'm assuming it's going to be pretty simple once I get up there. Maybe I do this. Maybe I do this. Or maybe I just shoot a heat ray at it. Oh. Yeah. Yep, that's what you need to do. All that just to do that? Okay. Ay. Of the sun, of the 9th of the 12. Great. One more, boys. One more. They were almost done with this crap. Who would have thought that this thing was going to hold the last one? Yeah, I definitely would have realized that if I was running around doing stupid shit. I wonder. We did it. We finally did it, boyos. We finally got the last one. Finally. Now we just head back to the ruins and see how this will all pan out. If there's like a further dungeon or whatever the heck. Still not broken. Anyways. So yeah, now we just gotta head back and see if there's like one last little bit of dungeoning or exploration to get to the final point of the crater or whatever the hell. So let's go see what that's gonna entail. All right, we're all stocked up and ready to go. It's time, boys. Let's see what this Chozo ruin has in store for us. The final playthrough video. Because I honestly do not remember shit. I really don't. I wish I did. That way it would have made the pacing of my videos a little bit more consistent. I know we're in for a lot of fun, though, that's for sure. Oh boy. It's Meta Ridley. He's come to spoil the party. More like crash it, I guess, but the point being is that he's here. Hey. Couldn't have a final battle without Ridley, of course. A new creature entry has been added. Morphology: Meta Ridley, genetically enhanced Ridley metaform. Reborn and evolved through pirate technology, Meta Ridley is a fearsome enforcer. His armored hide is extremely resilient, save for the chest, which has thinner plating. The pirates have fused a number of potent weapons to the creature, including a multi-missile system, a kinetic breath weapon, a meson bomb launcher, and an ultra-thermal flame strike projector. Meta Ridley is also a formidable melee combatant, making any sort of engagement a risky proposition. What's it gonna take to kill you? I also found the last energy thing back in Phendrana Drifts too. Oh man, what the hell? Last energy cell back in Phendrana. And now I have all the things I need to freaking kill him. He didn't like that one bit. That super missile really got to him. Hard to predict where he's gonna be. There he is. Oh. I tried jumping. Sometimes she dodges, and it's annoying. Go ahead, try landing again, see what happens. Nope, going back for another charge. Alright. Oh boy, it's a laser. Oh, whoa. Lasers explode too. It is hard to tell what the hell he's doing. Get down here. Going back for another aerial bombing. It takes so much to whip him down. Makes me wonder if a different gun will be useful. Oh yeah, that seems a bit more effective. Yeah, like that's gonna hit. Oh, no, it's just those things. He does lasers. He does a bit of a laser attack and bombs. gonna take to get you down here? Oh, whoa. Well, now we're really getting into the real combat scenario here. Freaking charges at me. Why aren't you just an intricate boss fight? Oh, man. I'm dodging. Can't see. There we go. Ouch. Literally dodging. Oh my god, you are a piece of shit. Let this be the end of you. Oh, whoa. Okay. Well, why didn't that happen earlier? Oh, man. Well, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go restock on health and stuff before I go down. Alright, let's get right into it, shall we? Impact crater. No fanfare, nothing? Oh. Oh, there's a safe station here, too. Huh. Oh, this is the depths of the phase on, huh? This will be fun. Lumigek. Phase-on charged reptiles. Native of Talon 4, the Slumigeks travel in swarms to increase their odds of survival. They absorb radiant phase-on energy, making these swarms a threat. Alright, well, continuing on. Yep, I guess it's the last dungeon before we get to the... Oh, there are Metroids down here. What the actual hell? These look like teeth. Is there bodies? Is there a body forming down here? Wait. Do these things just keep on spawning? I guess I had to go this way. Oh, they just keep spawning more. And I'm in. Why? Oh, you bastard. Get the fuck off me. They just keep spawning more. Oh gee, thanks for the munitions. I totally needed that. I've been saving them precisely so I don't have to use them. Really? No. Okay, this is gonna be annoying. I can already tell. It's gonna be real annoying. Leave me the fuck alone. Okay. We're almost there. What a pain that was. Okay. Of course, there's a final dungeon before the boss. Alright. Well. Oh, this is it. This is the thing. It's the final boss, boys. Metroid Prime, highly evolved phazon-producing life form. The aberration known as Metroid Prime is the source of the phazon, making it immensely powerful. A genetic flaw makes it susceptible to certain weapons for brief periods. Only its head is truly vulnerable. Other attacks are a nuisance. Offensively, Metroid Prime has a number of natural and mechanical weapons at its disposal. These include ultra-frigid breath, multi-missiles, snare beams, and particle wave projectors. Its massive strength and barbed carapace make it lethal in melee combat. Recommend maximum firepower when engaging this enemy. Ouch. And it's gonna charge. Kinda knew it would, but I didn't know when it was gonna start. Yay. Now it's gonna start. Oh shit, what is it doing? Oh my god. Done running yet? That was great. Oh, shit. How do I get out of this? I guess I can't get out of it. You're a jerk. Oh, it's doing that now, huh? It's being smart. dead. Oh man, there it is. Metroid Prime, the core essence of Metroid Prime. Scan indicates that the phazon energy from a form of the Metroid Prime is invulnerable to all conventional weapons. Only attacks from a phazon-infused arm cannon will damage it. It generates pools of phazon when it attacks. Use these to fuel your suit's phazon weapon system. The entity can also spawn Metroids to assist in battle, rendering itself invisible when it does so. Not sure what I'm supposed to hit it with. Oh, I see it. I see it now. Oh, of course it spawns Metroids. Oh man, that's what that looks like? That's awesome. Ah, crap. Ah, man. This boss fight is epic. Right in your face. Is it done? Oh, wait. Nope. Nope, this is where this shit happens. Oh, boy. Trying to pull her in. Took the suit instead. Took the badass suit. Freighter collapse in minute. Evacuate immediately. Oh, man. We got an escape sequence. Never mind. There she is. Oh, man. An ultra-realistic Samus is a little weird. That was Metroid Prime Remastered, ladies and gentlemen. One of the best exploration games ever made. Ah, man. This game was great, guys. I don't know about you. I know I'm not doing the gameplay justice, but this game is great. If you have not played this game, please give it a go. I would advise you to please buy the game. At the very least, this game deserves and is worthy of a purchase. Even if you don't play through it, someone else might want to enjoy it. Maybe you have kids, maybe you have a family. Or maybe you have a wife who might like to play video games as well. I don't know. It depends, I suppose. But the point being is that this game is definitely worth a purchase. I would shill so hard for this game if I knew people watched this channel. Well, right now, my channel's in its infancy. It's got nothing going for it at the moment. It's got no one watching. I think only one person has seen a video as of the recording of this video. And it's for the Fire Emblem Engage video series that I'm making. And other than that, that game is still a work in progress. I'm like 9 episodes in, but all in all, this game is great. I hope you all enjoyed it. Because I certainly did. I certainly did. There were some great moments. There were some, like, oh, yeah, this is definitely an early 2000 game. And then there were moments where, near the end, where I'm like, you really need these Metroids constantly hanging over my ass, dogging my ass all the way to the boss room. But all in all, it didn't hamper my enjoyment. It didn't hamper my experience of the game. So, all in all, it's a great game. I would absolutely recommend it to anyone. Well, anyone who likes first-person shooters anyways. If you're someone who, or know someone who likes first-person shooter games, then they might like this game. If there's someone who likes action adventures, they might like this game. If you can think of anyone who might be interested in the game, I would highly recommend that you recommend it to them. I will shill it to death. And also, this marks the first ever game that I actually beaten on this channel. Isn't that funny? But congratulations for me, as this is a monumental moment for myself. As apparently, this is the first game, isn't it? First game on the channel to be beaten. That's honestly a very worthy moniker. This is a great game to do it with. Very great game. I am not at all disappointed. And otherwise, this game looks amazing too, by the way. This is everything from the retextures, because I was looking at old footage of the GameCube version of this game. Holy shit. It's almost like night and day. I couldn't believe just how down the graphics were. Oh. because it's been so long, my controller is just like, nope, where I'm turning myself off. Ah, man. Ah. Other than that, if I can, and I would like to, I would cover other Metroid games on the channel. Maybe a 2D Metroid this time. I don't know if I'll do Dread. I think Dread might be a little late to the game. And Dread isn't what I would... I mean, it is one of the best... It's one of the better 2D Metroids, definitely. It's certainly up there with Super Metroid. But I would need to have... I would need to prepare for Super Metroid, because I do not have the wherewithal. I am not terrible at directions, and I'm not terrible at figuring out where I'm supposed to go, but landmarks don't always do it for me, and by God, I am not going to remember where every single door that needs a certain something is, especially not in the first few hours of the game, all the way to, like, the... You know, like, to the later parts. I'm not going to remember a whole lot of things, so it is... I may need some kind of guide to help me get through it. But otherwise, I would not mind covering other Metroid games on the channel. But my hope is that the next Metroid game I cover is either Dread or maybe Super Metroid, but I also hope that the next Metroid game I cover is either going to be one of those two or Echoes, because Prime Echoes would definitely be a great follow-up to this, and it'll also be another excuse to shield the Prime series, because I fucking love this series. I grew up playing this series, even though I was terrible at understanding where the fuck I was supposed to go. it will be great to play these games again, especially Echoes, because I did not do that game justice. I could have certainly done a lot better at playing Echoes, but Echoes was just too difficult for me because I was stupid at the time, and I also was terrified of the gameplay because, you know, there's a light world and there's a dark world, and if you're in the dark world, unless you're in the light zones, you're literally getting fucked constantly. You cannot have any wasted movement in Prime Echoes. But yeah, I would not mind doing Echoes again, or at least giving it another show. I would not mind covering Corruption. Corruption would be fun, but I think that there's some things in Corruption that definitely need retweaking, like for the phase-on cannon, the phase-on blaster thing. That thing was overpowered as hell. Like, anyone who's ever played Corruption would tell you that that shit is whack. It just phase-on beam, instantly win the game. That's all you need to do. And you get it like in the very early point of the game. You can tell that Retro Studios were not the ones who made that shit because that thing is not balanced properly at all. Based on the work of Metroid Prime, original Nintendo GameCube and Wii versions development staff. Man, oh man. One of these days, I would like to return to this video series and take a look at the comments of these videos and see what everyone thinks about this game. And there she goes. Oh, wow. Cool. What's this? New extras unlocked in the main menu. Hard difficulty unlocked. Percentage complete 86. Total time 15 hours. 54 minutes. Not bad. They even have a mission end screen. That's pretty nice. As much as I love this ending, this ending ranking, I think the fact that they have Samus looking kind of derpy in this frame is kind of hilarious. She looks so funny from where I'm sitting. Anyways, so yeah, hard modes unlocked, new extras are unlocked. This is great. I enjoyed this adventure to the fullest. Hope you did too. And whatever comes next, I hope you are all there to witness it. That being said, thank you all so much for watching. Truly, this was a great, fun experience, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.